Welcome to the Cheesehead Thread podcast. This is a podcast for all Packers fans, and right now it's pretty bad to be a Packers fan. Yeah, I mean, it's not going great at all. We're 3-4, not performing well at all. I mean, we've lost 3 straight games in a row. When's the last time you could say that? I couldn't tell you. You know, we've always won. If we've ever lost in the Matt LaFleur era, it's been a win right after. I'm literally wearing all Bucks gear. Milwaukee Bucks. I'm wearing all that. Giannis jersey, Bucks shorts. Not wearing a single Packers thing. Because right now, it just feels like I'm more excited to watch a Bucks game than a Packers game right now. It's not going well at all. Which sucks to say. I'm really shocked, confused about why this is even happening. And yeah, I mean, I'll try to discuss that in today's episode, but I don't know if I really can. I mean, it's just really, really confusing and really, really shocking to see how bad we've been. So in today's show, we're going to be talking about Week 6 and Week 7 and some trade targets that we need to desperately target since the trade deadline is literally November 1st. So we've got a lot to talk about. Let's try to diagnose any problem we can, I guess. And yeah, I mean, it's getting rough. It's getting rough. All right, so I'm going to be honest. I was not able to see all of this game just with where I live and being in, Greenville, South Carolina, not being able to watch every game, a lot of issues with the NFL app, even though we have Game Pass, which would have allowed us to watch it. It's a really big issue. Just didn't really let us, just wasn't able to watch all of it. But basically, How? That's the big question. How? I mean, Peter Bukowski said we need to bounce back after blowing almost a 17-point lead against the Giants, and we come out with this. He says this team has no heart, and I kind of have to agree with him right now. I don't want to go off like he did, but right now, I don't really know what to say. We lose 27-10 on our home field to the New York Jets. Now, granted, the New York Jets are 4-2 up to this point. Congratulations, you're 4-2. No one expected you to be 4-2. No one expected the Giants to be 6-1 through 7 weeks. No one. If you told me the New York Giants to be 6-1 through Week 7 of the league, I would tell them they're an absolute madman. Absolute madman. I don't understand what the heck is going on. It is 0-0 through 1. It is 3-3 through 2. We got a blocked field goal. Great job, special teams. Great job. Not what you want to see. I mean, I thought this special teams is supposed to be new and improved. Rich Bisaccia. Hello. Thank you for bringing in a real punter, but that's about it. And basically, the Jets score 2 touchdowns. We score only 1 in the third, and then we get outscored 10-0 in the fourth. This team has no heart. You should be absolutely pissed off that you blew a lead against the Giants. A lead that you should have maintained is against the Giants, who are not as good as you, talent-wise. I'm telling you right now, we have one of the most talented rosters in the entire NFL, and we're just squandering that talent. Now, injuries have played a big factor about that. Christian Watson hurt with hamstring all year. Sammy Watkins hurt in this game. He finally came back in Week 7. Offensive line. Oh my gosh, this offensive line. For as much talent as it has played like absolute dog crap. I'm not even kidding. Royce Newman, for as good as the Packers want him to be, he's just not good. I don't know how much more you want, what I can say here. He's terrible. He's not good. For anyone saying that Royce Newman is a good right guard or a good offensive lineman in the NFL is lying to you. Lying to you. Royce Newman is getting absolutely manhandled to the point where he's literally sacking Aaron Rodgers himself. An offensive lineman is sacking your quarterback. That's your one job. Don't prevent sacks. And he's literally forcing a sack to happen. I mean, what are you doing, Royce? You're a 4th-round pick. You're playing like you're an undrafted player or a player that doesn't even deserve to be on an NFL roster. I mean, you're just getting manhandled. Can you actually perform and do your job? I guess not. Elton Jenkins, for as good as I thought he might be this year, for as good as everyone thought he might be a right tackle, he's not a right tackle, and right now he is playing very, very badly. Very badly. They finally changed it up week 7. That didn't really do much either. He had a 40-something grade in pass protection in week 7. And he's been terrible all season long in pass protection at right tackle. David Bakhtiari, fantastic job. The only player on this offensive line that I have any faith in right now from the ones who have started, John Runyon Jr., Josh Myers, you've played all right, but do I have faith in you? I guess so. But any real faith? I would say it's Bakhtiari over everyone, but can Bakhtiari stay on the field? Can he stay on the field? Can he be healthy? Peter Bukowski brought this up. He said that Matt LaFleur came up and said that David Bakhtiari will not practice 3 days in a row because of the ACL. What the heck happens? He practices 3 days in a row. Huh? What? He told us he wasn't going to. And now he's practicing 3 days in a row, missing week 7 against a good defensive line? Like, what are we doing here, people? What are we doing here? Please, talk to me. Make it make sense. Breece Hall killed us this game. 20 carries, 116 yards, 5.8 average, 1 touchdown. Mike LaFleur, which is Matt LaFleur's brother, our head coach, called it obviously a great game for the Jets. Called a nice special route that allowed Braxton Berrios to score a 20-yard touchdown run. Don't even know how that happened because I didn't see it, but I mean, good for him, I guess. Corey Davis, 2 catches, 52 yards. I mean, our passing defense is ranked 1. We are apparently the best passing defense in the entire NFL. And we are somehow the 5th best defense in the league. And yet we're 3-4. And they can't stop a thing in the second half because you know why? Because our offense can't do a frickin' thing in the second half. In back-to-back-to-back games, there has been a quarter or a half in which the Packers have scored 0 points in that quarter. That is not sustainable. Not sustainable. That just can't happen. I don't know what you want more I need to say. I mean, that just can't happen. You can't you can't be making your defense constantly stay on the field because you can't score a point. They need a break. They need some rest. They do. They have to have some rest. And that's just not happening right now. It's not happening at all, which sucks. Because now it's forcing our defense to constantly stay on the field. They're too tired. And then these teams can just run the ball on us, making so that we can't stop a thing. It's not sustainable. It's not working at all. I mean, we gave up 2 sacks to Quinton Williams. John Franklin Myers got a sack, and Sheldon Rankins got a sack. 4 sacks in this game for the New York Jets. Compared to our 2. Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, Kingsley Nagbari, and Preston Smith have all been playing super well on the defensive line. They're playing great. I can't say a thing except Rashawn Gary, dude. Please figure it out, dude. You need to figure out your run. You can't stop. You can't keep just unsetting the edge. These these running backs will just run all over us if you can't set the edge properly. You can't do it last year. You can't do it this year. I mean, there's a play I'll talk about in week 7 that just like, dude, like, what are you doing? You can't go inside. It's not working out. Nothing's working. Players continuously get hurt. I mean, right now the best player on the team is Pat O'Donnell. And if you don't know who that is, that's our freaking punter. Our punter is the best player on our team, the most consistent player on our team. And you want to know the biggest issue with our offense? Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones. Now, it's not Aaron Jones himself. It's the fact that Aaron Jones is your best player on offense. And in this game, he gets 9 carries for 19 yards. And only 3 catches for 25. 12 touches. 12 touches. A.J. Dillon, for the rest of the season, should not be out carrying Aaron Jones the rest of the season. Aaron Jones needs to be the offense. Aaron Rodgers, you are not performing well at all. You're not the player that we need you to be. You're being paid $50 million. You're not taking any accountability. You're not performing well. You're throwing balls that are too low for your wide receivers to catch. You keep on blaming them when they've been wide open and you can't hit them down the field. There are multiple examples of where this player is wide open down the field and you're out overthrowing them by 15 yards. How do you expect them to catch anything if you're overthrowing them every single play or you're throwing it too low? It just doesn't work. And then all the doubters get silenced because you make this one great throw every game, and then it shuts us up when really you've been one of the worst players on our team so far this year. Somehow, some way, Aaron Rodgers is tied for first in passing touchdowns in the NFC. I don't even know how that's possible. I do know why it's possible, because the NFC freaking sucks right now. The Buccaneers are 3-4. The Rams are 3-3, but only because they have a bye week. The 49ers are 3-4. We're 3-4. The only teams in the NFC that are actually doing anything right now are the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 6-0, just made a great trade for Robert Quinn. 4th-round pick. That's a steal. A steal. The Giants, who are somehow 6-1, but their schedule hasn't been great. And the Vikings, who are, what is that, 5-1? And they're not even that great either. The NFC is not very good. And yet we're 3-4. If our offense could just perform at all, and the play calling would work, and our MVP, back-to-back MVP, could actually throw to someone, and we're what, 6-1? Then we're talking. Then we're on the high life. Then we're doing great. But right now, you're losing 27-10 against the Jets. You're losing against the Giants. Now you're losing. Spoiler alert! If you don't know, we lost against the Commanders, who absolutely suck. They had a backup quarterback play. Zach Wilson is one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. 10 for 18, 110 yards, 31.8 QBR, 73.8 rate. You're losing to a team to a passer who didn't even have 100 yards for most of the game. What is this team right now? What is this team? What is this team? I don't know. I can't tell you, because this team has been absolute garbage so far this year. And Robert Tonyan, great, thank you. 10 catches, 90 yards. Didn't mean a thing. Allen Lazard, 4 catches, 76 yards. Great job. Nice touchdown. Doesn't mean a thing. You're losing 27-10 on your home field to the New York Jets. My uncle went to this game, by the way. Must have been tough for him to waste money on this game. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, 20 for 41, 26 for 41, 246 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 sacks, 18.5 QBR, 88.1 rating. 18.5 QBR for the best quarterback in the last 3 years. That's all you need to know. This can't keep happening. I mean, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. So, gotta talk about week 7, but I mean, this is just getting ridiculous. I can't believe that we're 3-3, about to go in the next week at Washington with a backup quarterback, and just should be obviously winning this game, but we lose again. What is happening in Packerland? I have no idea. I don't know what to say. There might not be an answer to this question, because without your best players playing well, Jair Alexander, Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, Aaron Rodgers, Elton Jenkins, David Bakhtiari, Adrian Amos, Darnell Savage, Eric Stokes, Rasul Douglas, Devondre Campbell. Those are the players you need to play well. And I would say all of them have underperformed so far this year. So disappointing. Just unbelievably disappointing. Let's talk about week 7 now. Oh boy. Here we go again. Packers come out strong, 14-3. Guess what? Commanders score 7 points in the second, 10 points in the third, and 3 in the fourth. We score 0 in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, we scored 7. 23-21 final. Guess who won? Washington. Oh my gosh. We've lost 3 in a row. That is the first time that is the first time that has happened in Green Bay since Matt LaFleur's tenure. I don't really know what I can say. Start off strong. It's 14-3. The refs cost us a touchdown in this game. Sean Gary, nice strip sack, strips into the ball, scores a touchdown, but Eric Stokes is called for a soft illegal contact. Such a soft call. BS call, in my opinion. Such a terrible call. Cost us a touchdown. But once again, Packers offensive lulls once again. Barely had 100 yards within the third quarter of the game. And that's total yards. I mean, just come on, guys. Can we do anything here? Jason Hirschhorn said that we are wasting a special season from Aaron Jones. In terms of rushing yards over expected EPA, Aaron Jones is third. That's fantastic. Bukowski also said that we're 9th in EPA per play on early downs, 9th in EPA per dropback, but 16th in EPA per rush. That's okay. Not great, but still. What are we doing here, people? I don't even know. I'm a loss for words. I'm a loss for words. Just, can we do anything, people? And people want to say that our weapons are the issue here. It's not. It's not. It's Aaron Rodgers. He can't hit people on a consistent basis multiple times in this game. He's just throwing it to people's feet. Romeo Doubs had 4 drops in this game. Now, are all 4 drops his fault? No. At least 2 were Aaron Rodgers' fault because the ball placement was so bad. I mean, it is 4th and 1, do or die. Need to make this in order to score again. Sammy Watkins thinks it's a go route for him, even though he's supposed to block. He's literally supposed to be blocking, and he decides, yep, I'm going to do a go route. Just a go route. I'm just going to run straight up the field. No, that's not your job. You need to block for Romeo Doubs. And he stopped. This defense played okay. Had a really great first half. So many times Taylor Heineke threw it right to the players' hands. Heineke went 20 for 33, 201 yards, 6.1 average, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Pick 6, by the way. 1 for 3, one sack for 3 yards, 39.9 QBR, 85.5 rating. That's a decent game for Heineke, and Heineke made every play he needed to. He had a dart to Terry McLaurin, who won his matchup against Jair Alexander today. 5 catches, 73 yards, 14.6 average, 1 touchdown. That's a monster game. Even though it doesn't sound like it, it is. Against Jair Alexander, who you're paying $21 million to? No, that can't happen. Jair, you're supposed to win that matchup. And you lost it. You lost it pretty badly, too. Lost it pretty badly, too. Gave up 2 of the biggest plays of the game. Cost us this game. But it wasn't all your fault. But once again, I don't know how many times I have to say, how many times Packers fans need to say this to the special teams coordinator and Matt LaFleur. Amari Rodgers cannot be returning kicks anymore. There was literally a stat that said that Amari Rodgers had more fumbles than catches. Amari had 2 catches for 14 yards today, so that's not true anymore. But it's 5 fumbles and 5 catches at one point. You know how long he's been in the league? A year. He was a 3rd-round pick. Brian Gutekunst is all-time bad in 3rd round. Every single 3rd-round pick that he's had has been terrible. 2018, it was Warren Burks, terrible. Then the next year, it was Jay Sternberger, who made a joke actually today. He made a joke on Sunday. How did the Packers not draft Terry McLaurin? Oh, and by the way, you know who the next pick was after Jay Sternberger? Terry McLaurin. You suck, Sternberger. Shut your mouth. You suck. Every Packers fan should not like you because of that same reason. You want to make a joke about that? Screw you, man. Screw you. That's not what I want to hear. You should be apologizing to us for how badly you were in the NFL. You literally got suspended and released because of your drug problem. And you want to make a joke? How about actually focus on trying to make some money for your family and making a snarky joke? That's ridiculous. It's not my fault you suck. And the reason why we made that move, buddy, was because we thought you were good. Turns out you suck and you're terrible. I apologize for my rant there, but still, man, just stay in your own lane, dude. Literally cost us. 2020, Josiah Agora, still on the roster, but has not performed well at all. Amari Rodgers has been absolutely terrible. One of the worst 3rd-round picks of all time, and it's sad that he's from Clemson. And then 2022, Sean Ryan hasn't even played a game. Hasn't played a snap. So his 3rd rounds have been killing us. And yeah, Amari Rodgers, don't go back there. Don't have him go back there. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. He should not be back there. Okay? So just stop it right now. Don't even have him back there. The offensive line had an interesting switch up. Left tackle was Zach Tom due to David Bakhtiari being hurt because he was practicing for 3 days in a row. Absolute morons. Zach Tom played well. For a rookie, first game of his career against Montez Sweat, Deron Payne, and Jonathan Allen. Thank you, dude. Played super well. Can't ask for better than that. Can't ask for better than that. Thank you so much. Left guard Elton Jenkins was okay, but he had a 40 grade in pass protection against the Commanders. 40. You're playing for a contract, dude. You need to play a lot better than you're playing right now, or it's going to get bad for you. Like, you need to step it up. Step it up, Elton. Let's go here. Center Josh Myers, solid stud as usual. John Renning Jr. playing super well. Thank you. And Josh Nijman was okay, but he had 2 big holding penalties. Cost us 2 drives. Whenever you hold, you're costing people drives. I mean, that's just so killer. It's so killer. I mean, it just kills a drive that you have. It just kills your spirit. I mean, it's just terrible, man. Not what you want to see at all. I mean, I'm just kind of like scrambling at this point. I mean, Aaron Jones, 9 catches, 53 yards, 2 touchdowns. Made a great play. Like I said, there's always that one throw, and that was the throw to Aaron Jones that we needed. But then, Rodgers, why aren't you playing that well throughout the game? Samori Toure makes his debut. 1 catch for 4 yards. Nice job. Almost could have done something on that last play of the game. That was a lot of fun. But once again, 166 yards rushing. 4.4 average. I mean, that's not bad, but just once again, offense does nothing. They just keep running it down our throats, and they score a touchdown. I mean, we can't. And like I said, Rashawn Gary. I mean, you were literally going. He hasn't even made his cut yet. You're just cutting in, and then he just cuts out, and he just has a big 20-yard rush. Antonio Gibson just cuts out big 20 yards. Big 20 yards. Massive 20 yards. That just can't keep happening, Rashawn. Oh, and guess what? What else happened in this game? Oh, yeah, Allen Lazard just gets a shoulder injury. He's in a sling. Already don't have Sammy Watkins. My bad. Already don't have Randall Cobb. Already don't have Christian Watson. Let's just add Allen Lazard to the list. Right now, it's Sammy Watkins, Romeo Doubs, Amari Rodgers, who sucks, Juwan Winfrey. That is our wide receiver core. If Brian Gutekunst is not calling every single team in the NFL right now and offering them as much as possible to even get one player right now, then I don't even know what he's doing, because he's not managing this team at all. I'm not calling for his job. I'm not that type of guy. But dude, figure it out, man. We need someone now, or this is going to get ugly really fast. Rashawn Gary goes down with a concussion. That just sucks. Literally got his jersey on, for my birthday, so that kind of sucks to hear that. And then Shamar John Charles apparently is in a walking boot now. Elton Jenkins is having knee issues again. David Bakhtiari is having knee issues again. This team can't stay healthy. We're losing games that we should be winning. We should be 6-1 right now, and yet we're 3-4, and the only game I can confidently say that we won for real was against the Bears. And the Bears are one of the worst teams in the NFL, but somehow, some way, the Bears are having a better offense than us right now. Any argument that Aaron Rodgers has worse weapons than any other team, and yet it's the weapons' fault, is complete horse crap, because Daniel Jones is throwing it to Richie James and Wan'Dale Robinson and Kenny Golladay on a consistent basis, and those are some of the worst wide receivers in the NFL. And yet they're 6-1. And you want to know why they're winning? Because they're using their running back. Because Ryan Daboll is not an idiot. He's using his running back. His stud running back, Saquon Barkley, who's the top 3 running back in the NFL. Christian McCaffrey got traded to the 49ers. The 49ers are making moves, and we're not doing a gosh dang thing. Eagles are making moves. We need to do something. Not a signing, not a trade yet. Gutekunst has highly mismanaged his team this year. Don't even have... The only signing he's made is to Eric Wilson, who his big thing has been blocking a punt so far. I mean, Rudy Ford, Keyshawn Nixon, they're playing great on special teams, but it's just special teams. Special teams is one of the least important things. It's about offense and defense. And if one of our players goes down, we don't have a replacement that we can trust. It's getting bad. We don't have our wide receiver core is down to nothing. It's getting bad. It's getting terrible. And we're going to get up against the Bills, who are one of the best teams in the league next week. In Buffalo. I would highly recommend to not watch Sunday Night Football because it could be a massacre. Or we just beat the Bills because this is how weird that season's been. I could see it, but I'd go Bills every single day of the week right now. And probably even before the season started as well. Because we're probably not beating the Bills. All right, let's talk about trade targets because we need to talk about it. And let's get the heck out of here because I don't want to be depressed all day. All right, let's talk about trade targets because we have to because we need a wide receiver ASAP. DJ Moore, target 1. Carolina Panthers just traded Christian McCaffrey. They're rebuilding. He's probably the best player available. Trade the bag. I don't care. Need someone. Just do it. 2. Let's trade a 2 and a 5. Maybe a 2 and a 5. 2 and a 4. Just do it. Need someone at this point. Jerry Jeudy, the asking price is 2 and a 4. Do it. Just do it. What is there to lose? You're not picking anyone right now that is doing anything within the top rounds. I mean, your rounds 1, your round 2, and your round 3 have done nothing, virtually nothing for us so far this year. Watson's done nothing. Walker has been meh/terrible, and Wyatt has finally started to do something. Do it. Chase Claypool. If it's the rumored asking price is 2, 3, and 4, and 5, that's basically a top 10 pick. Heck no. No. Stay away. Chase Claypool is not worth a top 10 pick. Are you insane? Are you kidding me, Pittsburgh? Let's be realistic here. That's a 3rd-round player. That's it. 3rd-round pick. Take it or leave it. 3rd-round pick. He's not worth a 1st-round pick at all. So don't even try asking for that. That's ridiculous. Be realistic here. Brandon Cooks. 1st-round pick. Don't care. Do it. 2nd-round pick. Do it. Do something. That's all I'm asking for. Please just do something. You have to do something. Because if you just do nothing, it gives me no faith. It just tells me that you're content to keep the team as is. And all this talk about, Brian's been trying to do this, he's been trying to do that. I don't care. This is go time here. You're about to miss the playoffs. The playoffs. You haven't missed the playoffs since 2018. And 2017 and 2018 were really weird years where Aaron Rodgers was hurt for both of them. Mike McCarthy got fired. It was just a really weird year. Ted Thompson left as general manager because he was terrible at that point. He was not good at all. Basically cost us the entire decade after the Super Bowl because I'm not going to sign any free agents. Brian Gutekunst, literally his first year on the job. Zarius Smith, Preston Smith, Adrian Amos, freaking studs. Actually does something. Thank you. But now's your time to do something more again. Brandon Cooks, Jerry Jeudy, Claypool if he's worth it, if the value's right. DJ Moore, Kendrick Bourne, Elijah Moore, Denzel Mims. Someone, please, Goody, anyone. That's all we want here. Is for you to add someone, okay? Please. It sounds like we're in the market for a pass rusher too. The names I saw, I'm like, all right. I don't know. I mean, there are, two of the names are kind of, one of the names was Keelan Farrell, who's been terrible. And the other one was just like, all right, I don't even know who this person is. And then it's like Caleb on Chase on, like, all right, that's fine. Just don't trade like the freaking bag, okay? Trade the bag for a wide receiver, not a pass rusher. That's not your need. Your need right now is a third safety. Your need right now is a solid number one wide receiver or number two, and maybe another defensive back. You just need bodies in the wide receiver room. You have virtually none right now. So that's my take. Kind of a rough time to be a Packers fan right now. Not doing good at all. A bit of a longer episode, but I'm trying to limit it down. I'll probably record one later this weekend so I get that 3 threshold by the end of the month. Sorry for the wait again. Just, life happens. A lot of assignments, stuff like that. And so thank you. Go look up. Thank you for listening to the video. Go look us up. I'm just trying to record some episodes, have some fun doing this, and go Pack go. Let's hope they can even put up a fight against the Bills. And if it gets to a massacre in the second quarter, just turn it off. Just go read a book. Stay off Twitter, stay off your phone. It's going to be a rough week. Like Peter said, I'd rather just, take my butt whooping at like noon, but that's not how this works. It's a Sunday Night Football, and it could be massacre. National television too, which sucks as well. So thank you guys. Go Pack go, and I'll see you later. Thank you.